My name's Darcy Bourne. I'm in the England Under-21 and GB EDP team, and I'm currently at Duke University playing hockey, but I live in Esher. I think the death of George Floyd was the first moment, like the wake-up moment for me, when I really realised that I had to use my platform and join the fight against racism, and it opened my eyes to all of the injustice that happen all around the world. And I knew then that I had to go to the protest and be a part of it, and that was the moment for me when my activism started. Yeah, so the picture of me attending my first BLM protest was shared virally by the likes of celebrities like David Beckham all the way through to Martin Luther King III and Vogue, and it really gave me the platform to speak up on the injustices that I thought were important and try and use my platform for the better in sport, but just in everything all around. And my life's changed since then in so many ways, and it's just been a really empowering year for me, making connections with people and trying to make a difference in whatever way I can. I don't think the colour of my skin's ever held me back in hockey, but I can see as a person of colour how the lack of diversity can really be daunting in some aspects, and I think that's one area where hockey needs to improve, just the diversity, not necessarily it being exclusive in any way, but just being a sport where people from all backgrounds, of all races, genders or ethnicities feel welcomed and feel like it's a sport they can be in and succeed in. Again, I think, at least from my club experience, I haven't felt the clubs are exclusive, but it's really important that all the players who come into the clubs are treated equally no matter of their background. And I think in order to make the clubs more inclusive and more diverse, they need to be representative of the area that they're in, and obviously that depends as you go around England or London, for example, but I think it's just important that people are well represented and have equal opportunities and are treated fairly in the club system. Yeah, the Hockey Mentors project is something that Jack Charles set up, and a few of us within the system have come together to try and put together a project that supports players from all backgrounds overcome any barriers that they might have to success. And this focuses on ethnicity, if you're from a state school, or income levels, and it's just all the things that we think of as the current main barriers that we don't think need to affect people's success rates. And I think it's just a great project, and there are so many projects right now that have been launched similar to the Hockey Mentors project, and it just shows that people have the right ideas, right initiative, and it's just hopefully improvements will be made. The death of George Floyd last year was a tragic reminder that racial inequality still exists all around the world. It was a really emotional time for a lot of people for a long time, and we managed to use that positively to create change and speak up on the injustices that still exist. And it's really important that this year, in the memory of his death, that we continue to persevere in creating change and continue to speak up on the injustices, because although progress has been made, there is still so much change that has to be done to reach racial equality. We need to use the anniversary of George Floyd's death to make sure that his name does not go down in vain, and that we continue to make change and make the world a better place for people everywhere. And that can start with us here in the hockey community.